Alright, today we're going to try something brand new. We are going to... on from me. So, this is Guild Wars Classic, not Guild Wars 2, Guild Wars Classic. And it's a pretty old game. I can't remember when it came out. Let me look it up real quick. Um, 2005 is when it came out. And I think I'm going to try doing a playthrough of the first campaign, which is called Prophecies. So basically you log in. Here's the welcome screen. And then you have this is my stepbrother's old account. And so we find an empty character slot, hit create. We're gonna go role-playing character, Prophecies, the first campaign. And this is gonna take like a while, so I probably won't be done with this anytime soon. But you know, hardly anybody ever plays this game anymore, and it's still a pretty fun game. Like, I don't know, it goes down in my book as one of the best best games I've ever played. So alright, so we're faced with a choice. We can do one of 6 classes. We got the warrior, who's kind of like a tank melee guy. He's proficient with a couple melee weapons. The ranger, who specializes in bows, and kind of like nature. Beast mastery, attunement to nature. The monk, servant of divine spirits. The monk uses prayer to protect, preserve, and restore the well-being of companions. The necromancer, who like summons minions, does blood rituals, stuff like that. Mesmer, it's hard to explain what a mesmer does. Let's see, a master of illusion, misdirection, and control. The mesmer subverts the damage-dealing capabilities of others, manipulating their perceptions to achieve personal goals. And then the elementalist, which is kind of how it sounds, they control like the elements, so they've got like fire spells, earth spells, water spells, and air spells. So the elementalist, mesmer, and necromancer and monk are all casters. They're all like, that's just what you'd call them, is casters. And then the ranger is like a ranged attacker, and the warrior is a melee attacker. And I'll go into a little bit more once we choose one. So, I think maybe I'll just do warrior, since it's to me the simplest of all of them. There's not very much complication with just going in and attacking somebody. So I'll do warrior just for the sake of simplicity. Alright, so here's the choice I have to make. I'm going to be staring at this person's butt the entire time I play, and I'm not gay, so I'm not going to go with a dude. Definitely going to go with a chick. In fact, most of my other characters are chicks too. They have kind of skimpy armor, which is a little bit unrealistic, to say the least. One moment. Be right back. Sorry about that. It's really windy outside, so I had to check what the noise was that I heard. Okay, let's see. Let's get some... Oh gosh, why won't it... It doesn't really center on her very well. Let's see what hairstyles we got here. That's kind of good. I think that's the hairstyle my old warrior had. I could be wrong with that. No, it's this one. That's the one. Wow, the Prophecies hairstyles aren't bad at all compared to the old, compared to the newer campaigns that have been released. I'm trying to think what looks the most warrior-ish. Kind of like this one. She looks like a Viking warrior. That one could work. That one, I think this one or that one look the most Viking warrior-ish. I'm gonna go with this one because I think it looks better. And obviously I'm gonna go with the redhead just cause. Yeah. Let me check the other ones too. Or I could go with like this silvery hair color and she could be like a Targaryen. Maybe I can change her eye color. I can't remember if I can or not. I don't know. Okay. So I'm gonna go with that because she'll be like a Targaryen warrior. Yeah, let's do that. Then we got a bunch of faces to choose from. She looks too girlish there. We need like a strong Viking warrior woman. So I like the first one. That one's got a good face. That one's like almost good, but still a little bit on the girlish side. Okay, that one's pretty good. So I think that one so far is my favorite, and then this one's a good backup. That one's not bad either. I like the eye, how open her eyes are in this one. Though this makes her look more, I don't know, serious and like about to kick some ass. So maybe I'll go with that one. She's got like a little mini, oh my gosh, every time I zoom in, it zooms in on her boobs. I don't know why it won't zoom in on her face, but oh well. She's got like a little mini smile on that one. She looks like she just woke up in this one. That one's not terrible either. The eyebrows are a bit thick on. Though she does look a bit more, I don't know, I imagine that's slightly more of like what a Targaryen would look like. A Targaryen's from Game of Thrones, in case anybody was wondering. Sorry, from Song of Ice and Fire series. Okay, so the final three I think are this one, this one. This one looks kind of like mannish. Like she has a, I don't know, she has a jaw that, I don't know. Maybe not. She looks like a little too angry. Let's go with her lips. I think her lips are too big in this one, so let's go with the original one, I guess. That'll work. I'm gonna go, let's see, the Targaryens were really white, but I don't think they were that white. I think we're gonna go like that. That'll go. I like this Targaryen theme that I randomly ended up choosing. I don't really care too much about the armor color because I'm gonna end up buying new armor eventually anyway, so it's kind of just doesn't really matter too much as of now. I think Targaryen women were relatively small, like medium to small size, so I'll go like that. We'll just go with like red to start with. Though that doesn't look very Targaryen-ish, but whatever. Okay, and let's see. So we're going with the Targaryen theme. So obviously we got to give her like some Targaryen name, like Rhaenys Targaryen. Let's see if that. I'll bet it's taken already. No way, it's not taken. All right, there we go. It looks like it has to update. So I guess I will be right back. And we're back. Test number 2. Here's your inventory. You can press I to open it, just like most games, or F9. I prefer to press F9 because it opens all of the bags. So later, when you get a bunch of bags, it'll open all of them at the same time. But we've got our little character here. You can have costumes. You can have a shield. If you have a one-handed weapon, you can have a shield on the other hand. Right now, it looks like I have a starter hammer. So that's a two-handed weapon. It looks okay, I guess. And then I can choose to show my cape. I'm in a guild, Knights of Sidonia, that is just with all 3 of my accounts. And that's our guild cape, so I guess we'll choose to leave it on there. Yeah, sure. I probably won't go into guild creation at all because I'm already in a guild, and I don't know. I'm sure you could figure it out later on your own, or ask me. Anyway, so then I don't want the helmet. I like her hair that we chose, so I'm gonna let her hair show. Okay, and you can enable weapon sets. So so down here, when we get other weapons, it'll switch between them. You can switch between them pretty quickly via F2, F3, F4, etc., F1, F2, F3, etc. We got our armor, so it looks like all of these armor pieces give us 25 armor plus 20 against physical damage. So warriors generally start out with higher armor levels because I think the casters only get like 10 armor per piece. Over here we have the party menu, and so if you play with real people, you can like ready up or unready. I can't really remember what that does, so we'll figure it out later. Up here we have like a little mini map you can draw on and ping things for anybody in your party. So that's if you're playing with other people. Up here we have a list of the districts that we could go to. Right now we're in this city, Ascalon City. This is the unexplored map that we started in. And I'm level 1. If you hold control and then click on your bar, I might have my setup different than it is normally. Like I think I set up my interface a little bit different than other people do, but I like other than the defaults, so I could be wrong about that. Anyway, so it shows my name down below me, and then it shows what guild I'm part of. What did I say when I said? Okay, I'm level 1 and 0% of the way to earning my next level. You can also press H and look in the hero panel here to see what you got. So this comes up later. You don't need to worry about this stuff. Oh, that's new. I didn't know about that. Okay. Anyway, you don't need to worry about the faction stuff. That'll come later when we play a different campaign. Titles. Some of these titles carry over from other characters. So if you get the game, you probably won't have any of these to begin with. And then I'm not sure what this is. But then this has skill points which you can use to either buy skills or unlock skills and whatnot. It gives your level, your profession. That's what warrior is. Alright, so it looks like this guy's got a little exclamation point over his head, so let's talk to him. Excuse me, you're Rhaenys Targaryen, aren't you? I think Sir Titus was looking for you. I like that it highlights important characters or information. He said he has some good news for you. Okay, so it looks like this is a quest, and for the record, I've done this thousands of times, so I know exactly what I'm going to do, but I'll do it slowly just for everybody else's sake. So this says, he said he has some good news for you. I get 100 experience and 10 gold if I do this quest. Alright, I like good news. Let's go do this quest. Another thing you can keep track of is your leveling up. So even though that quest will only give me 100 experience, it'll take 2,000 to get to level up to level 2. And the maximum amount of levels you can get in this game is 20, which sounds lame, but it actually takes quite a while to get to level 20, and even when you get to level 20, like, I mean, by the time you get to level 20, you've only made it through like maybe 10 to 20% of the game. Don't quote me on that, it could be more, but there'll be at least 50% of the game left for you to do by the time you've gotten to level 20, depending on what on how you go about getting there. But anyway, so it's level 20, or 20 being the maximum level, usually intimidates people out of the game. It's actually not as terrible as it sounds. Okay, so now I'm going to open my quest log with not Q, L. So here we got quests. So this is titled, so we're in Ascalon, so it's titled A Message from a Friend. Go to the town square in Ascalon City. Okay, we're in Ascalon City right now. Talk to Sir Titus. And then it has what he originally said to me. Okay, sweet. So let's go find Sir Titus. And if you notice up here on the mini-map, there's a little flashing thing that shows exactly where Sir Titus is. And then let's say if I were to go farther away, let me just show you real quick. I know this is all really nitpicky, and you know, I'm sure you probably just want me to play the game, but the first couple episodes will probably be the basics of like this kind of stuff, and then eventually I'll just skip all that because, you know, you'll have gotten the hang of it anyway. Anyway, so there's an arrow that points to what direction you need to go to find wherever that little dot thing is. And then if you also pull up your mini map here, you've got like 3 different maps. You've got your compass, your mini map here, and I don't know, you can barely see it. There's right here is the little flashing thing also. That is a little portal that leads out of the city. So the thing about Guild Wars is that it separates city, like inside a city you will never have to encounter bad guys. And cities are where you they're like outposts you can travel to and whatnot. And it's different in the sense that you have to actually like physically leave the city to go out on a quest, and you won't see other people. Like, you have a completely isolated experience unless you have a party outside the city. So right now all these people are running around. These people down here, those are actual humans. Not all of them. Some of them are like NPCs, like that guy or that guy. But a lot of these are humans, and then we won't have any interaction with them once we go through that portal unless we party up with one of them. Anyway, so we talked to Sir Titus, and he says, "I've been looking for you everywhere, Rhaenys Targaryen. The king has ordered a new offensive against the Char. This is your chance for glory and adventure, but you'll need to know more about your craft before going north of the wall. Tell what you want. Travel to the southwest gate, which will take you to Lakeside County. Tell you what. Travel to the southwest gate, which will take you to Lakeside County. I'll have Van the Warrior waiting for you outside, so he can show you a trick or two. Okay, so this sounds like my warrior training. Reward 250 experience. Oh, right. I got 100 experience for accepting the reward for that other quest already, so I'm leveling up. Thank you, Sir Titus. I'm on my way. So you notice how the minute I accepted that, a new little arrow popped up right here. One sec, I'll be right back. I gotta change my Twitch stream to say I'm playing Guild Wars, not Jedi Academy. Okay, so now we gotta follow that, and that'll lead to the little portal up there. Okay, and you know what's awesome is I will also be able to use this in the stream or the video or whatever to point to what I'm talking about. Oh, one cool thing about this game is when you every year you get like a little birthday present, and depending on what year it is, you get like a little mini pet thing as part of the birthday present. And so these little things right here all are people's mini pets. Oh my gosh, how did this person get that armor? Oh, it's a costume, I'll bet. Yeah, it's not armor, it's a costume. That looks like armor, though. Okay, so we're gonna head out. Looks like it has to update a little bit. I wonder who's watching. Okay, so here's Van the Warrior, and you notice how in the city I didn't have my weapon equipped. It automatically equips once you come outside. So we're going to talk to Van the Warrior, because that's what the quest says. Go out the gate to Lakeside County. It says we're in Lakeside County right here. And talk to Van the Warrior. Okay. Alright, Rhaenys Targaryen. I was asked to see to it you learned what it means to be a warrior. You've heard the stories, no doubt. Warriors are impossible to kill. They are capable of incredible feats of endurance, and they are deadly in close combat. Listen to what I have to say, and you just might learn how to accomplish all these feats, and more. More experience. Oh, this is the reward. Okay, sweet. Accept my reward. I have a little challenge in mind to prepare you for what it's like to be a warrior. Live through this, and you're well on your way. A horde of scale has appeared at the river. Get down there and take care of them, and I mean all of them. When you've finished, report back to me. And then we get 500 experience, and these are skills that I get rewarded with, and so I definitely want those. Yes, sir. And the arrow popped up here, so I'm gonna go down here. Also, side note, even when you're doing other quests, there will be people with new quests for you, like this little girl over here has an exclamation point over her head. But you can choose to ignore them and just do the primary quests if you want, or I don't know, if you occasionally they'll have like stuff besides experience rewards, like gold rewards or skill rewards and stuff, and so they're actually really useful to go do side quests too. But until I have to, I think I'm just gonna do the primary quests just to keep this short. So I have to kill some scale here, is what the quest said. Okay, and I picked up a flame artifact, which I don't think is very useful unless you're a caster, so I'm gonna probably just sell that. And I've got a bow. Okay, I killed all the scale around here. They drop stuff, but you can't like harvest their bodies or anything. I guess I've been playing too much Ark lately, so I'm used to harvesting bodies. And I got my loot was, I think the 10 gold was from another quest, from the Finding Sir Titus quest or whatever. And then this one, I got a flame artifact and a flat bow, none of which I need as a warrior, so I'll probably just sell those. Okay, and this quest is called Warrior Test, and it says return to Van the Warrior for your reward. Okay, sweet. Finally finished off all the scale. Did you? Well, look, took you long enough, but I've seen worse. Someday, with the right training, you may make something of yourself. I'll start by giving you a couple of skills. I'm headed back to town, but I suspect Haversdan will arrive shortly to advise you about what to do next. Okay. Sweet, so we got 2 new skills, and here comes Haversdan, but I'm gonna wait to talk to him for a second. Gotta cover a couple other things. So, we're almost halfway to level... almost exactly halfway to level 2. And then we got 2 new skills. Oh, by the way, this is health and mana. So down here it says Frenzy. It's a stance. That's the type of skill it is. It lasts 8 seconds, and what it does is you attack 33% faster, but you take double damage during the stance. And it costs 5 mana, and it's a 4-second recharge. And this one's called Healing Signet. It looks like the casting time, which is the first little watch thing, is 2 seconds, and the recharge is 4 seconds. And it says the type is Signet. And it says you gain 82 health, and it looks like the 82 is what. Oh, by the way, at the bottom where it says attribute, when we level up, we get to upgrade our attributes, however you say that. And so this one doesn't have an attribute. It's just a skill that you get as part of the warrior class. This one, however, you see how the 82 is green. It means that if we upgrade our tactics attribute when we level up, that number will go up. So it says up or down, depending on, I don't know, we'll have to experiment. But it says, Signet, you gain 82 health, you have -4 armor while using this skill. So I guess during the 2-second casting time, you have your armor goes down -40, but it heals you for 82 health. So I guess it's a, I guess both of these are a win or take, or how do you say it? Give or take. So we got those. Now we gotta talk to Haversdan because he's got a little exclamation point on it. You're the warrior Sir Titus was telling me about, aren't you? Well, I imagine he's right that you've got potential, but potential won't save you from a char firestorm. Experience will. I suggest you head southwest to Ashford and talk to Divana. She's bound to have a task or 2 for you. And we get 250 experience as our reward. Thank you, I'll take your advice. And we got the new arrow, and it looks like the quest is called Further Adventures. So let's head down here. If you press R while pressing forward, it turns on auto run. So like oftentimes I'll just press auto run when I'm on like a long straight road like this, and then I'll just minimize and do something else and hope I don't run into trouble. And I've played the game plenty of times to know when there's trouble and when there's no trouble. Also, I should mention this area of the game is called pre-searing. It's kind of like that's kind of like the training area, so you won't face super hard bad guys for the most part. So anyway, all right, I'm going to minimize real quick and see if nobody responded that they're watching, I guess, but I have 3 viewers, so I suppose that's good. It's a great game, so I don't know. I wish more people played it, but it's kind of died out. I don't know why. It's always been more fun to me to play this than it has been to play a lot of the other MMOs. I mean, I have 3 accounts, so obviously I liked it a lot at one point. Also, I just want to mention how I know it's kind of cheesy because it was made in 2005, but even for a 2005 game, the graphics on this are really not bad. I think I have them on maximum. It just, let's see. Yeah, it looks like everything is as high as it's gonna go. Maybe I could turn on like anti-aliasing or something. Maybe that's already on. Oh, okay, I guess I went through the portal to get to Ashford Abbey. So now we unlocked a new city, and you can fast travel to these different cities. I think there's actually a quest that shows you how to do that, but Um, and then it gives like a little summary about the city, and you can choose which district to go to. So like you can go to an international district, American district, depending on where you're from in the world. Okay, so what did it say? Oh, it said, wait, follow the road southwest from town to Ashford. Talk to Devana. She is not in here though. She doesn't live in this inside the city, I guess. So the little arrow pointed to outside the city. So now we're back outside in Lakeside County explorable area. And we're going to follow the arrow, which is right there. What is this? Strider. I forgot about those. There's all sorts of NPCs around here. They don't always have quests. In fact, most of them don't. Most of them don't. They might have a thing or two to say, but for the most part, they're not very interesting. Okay, so here's Devana. Let's talk to her. I'm glad you've come. I can't seem to shake the feeling that there's trouble on the horizon, and I'd be glad to have your help if and when it arrives. In the meantime, there are plenty of people here who need assistance with one thing or another, and I'm sure you'll find the lessons you learn here will be invaluable in the future. Okay, let's accept the reward. I've heard talk among the townsfolk of unsettling rumors coming from Mirak the Scribe. Instead of babbling to random strangers, he ought to send word to the authorities if he's come across something truly important. But I'm sure he's too engrossed in his books to think of anything practical like that. My duties in town keep me from looking into this matter myself, but if you could go to Ashford Abbey to the north and ask him about it, I would appreciate it. Reward 250 experience. A tall shield that gives 4 armor. Alright, let's do that. It's a primary quest anyway. She's got a quest I might do later. It's not a primary quest though, so I'm going to ignore it for now. And I think Miller Upton, I think, has a quest later too, but we'll obviously he doesn't now. We'll ignore it. Also, another thing about Guild Wars is you can't jump. If you press spacebar, it goes to talk to or attack whoever you have targeted. Also, you have information up here on whatever you're targeting. Like if I click that, it just says the name up there. I don't know what this does. Shuts it off or something. And that gives the value of whatever thing it is. And you can't go. Oh, I guess you can go up the steps, but you can't go into like any of these houses and stuff. They're just kind of there for aesthetic purposes. I haven't ever really looked at the houses and whatnot in this game. It's actually pretty impressive. They're pretty cool looking, but anyway. So this is the village of Ashford. This outside here looks like they've got some kind of like mill there, or like a granary or something for storing wheat. There's a little pond type deal down there. Anyway, so the quest said come back up here to Ashford Abbey, which is that's Ashford Abbey right there. But as you can see, we can't see the NPCs inside of it, nor any other humans, because we haven't gone through this portal yet. Okay, so it said to talk to Mirak the Scribe and ask him about it, which is the unsettling rumors. And I think that's the name of the quest too. Okay, he says, I leave the delving into dungeons to others. To my mind, uncovering the secrets of an ancient text is excitement enough. How may I help you? Devana sent you. Bless her. She knows I could use the help. I have an important message that must be delivered to Armin Saberlin in Ascalon City. I have received a vision from Duena. She warned me that something dire is developing among the Char. The city must be alerted. I'll stay here and see if I can divine any more information. In the meantime, consult your map of Lakeside County to hasten your travel. Press M to view the map, then double-click a location to travel there. It is important that this message be delivered with good speed. Remember to use your map. Okay, so he's implying that we shouldn't run all the way back to that other city via that path. We should map travel like this, which is the quest I was talking about. So if you click on Ascalon City, we can click travel in a second, but I want to read what it says because I've never read it actually. The largest city in the kingdom, Ascalon City is known for its beautiful architecture, numerous libraries, and bountiful shops. Because it is where many noble families make their home, it tends to receive the largest number of visitors and has become the cultural center of Ascalon. I think Ascalon is like the where all the humans live, which is, or not all the humans, but you know, where a substantial portion of the humans live, which is this area is called Ascalon. I think this entire region. So let's go there. So since we unlocked this city, we can fast travel anytime. It doesn't do anything, doesn't drop your items or anything like that. There are actually quite a decent amount of people playing this game right now. I'm surprised. It's probably because it's the only American district left. I wonder, these must be costumes because I don't remember anybody being able to get cool armor like this in the beginning of the game, as far as I remember. Ooh. So you can dye your armor later. You know how we dyed it at the beginning because it was starter armor. Black dye and white dye are the rarest types of dyes, and so I was saying ooh because this chick is not only is she level 20 in pre-searing, which is a really hard thing to do, but she's also she disappeared. But she also has black armor, which means she's gotten black dyes. Oh wow, this person. Sorry, this won't make any sense to you because I've played through the game more than you have. But a miniature Kunavang, that's what that little dragon thing is. They're pretty rare actually. They still go for a decent price as far as I know. Oh, that guy's got a little bunny. A lot of these people are like super, I'm guessing, dedicated Guild Wars players because a lot of them are higher level than, I guess not that many, but any of the level 20s, that means they've been here for a long time. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, you know what? The reason there's so many people here is because the Christmas event is coming up, and so everybody's getting on for that. That's probably why. Okay, so we gotta talk to this guy, Armin Severlin. A message from Mirak. Is it? Let me see that. This is grave news indeed. I hope he's mistaken about this. Dwayne, protect us if this information is accurate. Dwayne is one of their gods. If such a thing is even possible, then King Adelburn has ordered this offensive against the Char not a moment too soon. We must not lose this fight, I tell you, we must not lose this fight. I get my reward. And it says, Sir Titus wants you to take on a second profession before you face the Char, right? You can, it's kind of like multi-classing in Guild Wars, but you still keep your primary profession, you just get some of the benefits of a second profession. And it says, I think he's right to say so. A second profession gives you access to all the skills and most of the attributes of that profession. This is a big decision not to be taken lightly. You might wish to see trainers for several professions and learn a little something about them before settling on one. Not just any trainer can teach you a second profession, but I can direct you if need be. Okay, I'd like a second profession. You basically can't go on in the game without choosing a second profession. So I'm gonna be warriors, and I'm planning on doing like I don't know, all the easy tanking and killing stuff. So a good secondary class would probably be monk, just because, would probably be monk because then I could heal myself a little bit better, but But having a ranger secondary profession wouldn't be a bad idea either, because then I could have like an animal companion to run around with me. Yeah, let's do ranger. That'll be interesting. Okay, so it says this guy who will train us ranger stuff, Master Ranger Nente, is near the edge of the woods in Regent Valley. To reach Regent Valley, follow the road southwest from Ascalon City, but turn south across the bridge. Keep an eye out for signs that say Regent Valley, and you should be fine. Alright, so I gotta remember that. You know what, I'll actually leave off here, and then when we start next time, I'll look into Warrior and Ranger to see where I can learn more skills. And then that's where we'll begin next time. But that quest, it says a second profession, and depending on which profession I'm interested in, it'll point me in a direction. See, before it was pointing to Regent's Valley down here. Now it's pointing me to Wizard's Folly. That's where whoever I'm supposed to talk to for that secondary profession is. But anyway, I think I'll leave it off here, and then next time I do an episode of this, I will start off with going to do that. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope this convinces people to get the game. Also, I will say, I think it's pretty cheap on Steam or wherever now, because it's a pretty dead game. I don't want to say that to discourage people, but I'm saying that realistically. I'm sure there's still, you saw it down here, there's still plenty of people who play, just in comparison to how it was when I played regularly, it's pretty dead. Also, just for the record, I'm going to type in /age, so you can do like different emotes here. I'm going to type in /age just to show you guys how much my stepbrother used to play on this account. Across all his characters on this account, he played for 3,354 hours over a long time ago. But this is his account, so I haven't played that long on. I think I've played about a total of that long on all 3 of my accounts. Because this is basically my account now. His old account is mine because he doesn't play anymore. Anyway, so just so you know, I've played this quite a bit, and I know exactly what I'm supposed to do for the most part. I think a couple of minor things have changed, but I'm just doing the walkthrough for anybody who's interested, and yeah. Anyway, we'll conclude there, and yeah, bye-bye.